my background is definitely not your traditional, what you see in people that do bioinformatics. So, my undergraduate degree, I'm from Slovenia. So my undergraduate degree, I went to a School of Economics and I studied economics and marketing. And because I was a graduate assistant, I got exposure to things that otherwise I wouldn't see as just a regular graduate student. So I got exposed to research on industrial development in the region of Massachusetts, which was full of technology. And so my job was to do surveys and to do an industry research with, plots and things at the end. And it always drove me crazy because Excel couldn't do what I wanted it to do. So people just said, well, why don't you do a computer science master's degree and you'll be able to know how to program? So I started there. I'm intrigued by always working on things that are different. I like something new every time. And I think in computer science in general, and especially in bioinformatics, because it's still such an evolving field, there's always something that's different. My general goal is to use computer science and data science techniques to actually answer some of today's challenges and bring a new perspective. Try to find answers to help personalize and tailor the medicine of the future. And I see that there's a lot of opportunity still there, from being able to use electronic medical records to actually modify the responses that we give to our patients and guide them in a certain way, so that you can change things for the future. Because I know that, to even when you look at even next generation sequencing, what is done today with samples that are, just cells or animal samples, that makes a big difference. I didn't see myself, being able to handle patients. That isn't my thing. I don't like, to consider that, but I don't mind any number. So as long as there are numbers, I can handle it. I like numbers. I've always been a numbers girl. Patterns and math and logic have been my passion. So have to do, and if you start going down bioinformatics, is you really have to be able to and willing to, I think, to listen to somebody who's the expert in life science, biochemistry, whatever you're trying to do, and at the same time, in a way, convert it so that you can tell them what you can do with their stuff and what you can contribute to the project. We start with LBRN and supporting the projects individually. I have the research scientist position who is partially funded through LBRN, so we're actually able to do some of that work for them. We're really interested in getting students into the field, supporting them as much as we can. We have a lot of students who are the non-traditional kind, classified, right, in quotes, where they are not going to college right after high school. So some of them have families and some will have, other obligations. So we see that the students who actually spend time in a lab working on campus tend to do better. They get exposed to more things. It gives them an idea of what they really want to do. So that's how we try to expose students to problems as well without having to go off campus and do an internship. We just bring a company on campus and we can do work with them. If you are intrigued by a problem and don't know a solution to it, just try to talk to people who may steer you in the right direction. But then again, you may have to do something by yourself to actually solve it.